Here in Nairobi with news just in, we understand that Kenya Pipeline pumping system, that is the system that pumps AJ1 fuel, has failed. Now AJ1 fuel is used to fuel aeroplanes, and as we speak, no aircraft has been able to take off since 3 p.m. And what we understand is that engineers are working on it. Our business desk has been speaking to Kenya Pipeline officials. We'll let you know what they say in just a few minutes. Let's bring in KTN's Aaron Ochieng, who's at the airport. Aaron, no plane has been able to take off since 3 p.m. What's going on the ground?
Well, Betty, sorry, it's Linda. Sorry, I beg your pardon. The airport is congested at the international arrivals here, and we are seeing a lot of congestion. And the problem is there is no official communication on what is happening. I've tried to talk to the security agents here, and they're keeping their mouth shut. They're not coming out clearly to say what is happening. And as you said, we've gathered that the pump that is used to fuel all the aeroplanes leaving the airport has a problem, which I think is a low pressure that is unable to pump fuel to the aeroplanes that are leaving. And the worst situation that will happen is that if no plane leaves, then it means that no planes will be allowed to land here in a few hours' time because of the congestion that is here. The worst scenario is that probably aeroplanes may be forced to be directed to other airports, probably Kisumu or Mombasa or even Eldoret, if that situation is not resolved anytime soon. But as I understand, the engineers from Kenya Pipeline Corporation are here and they are attending to the situation. We also understand that of national interest is the Kenya national team that is scheduled to go to Moscow for the World Championship. I was supposed to leave earlier today at around 4 o'clock. That plane did not take off. It has been postponed until further notice. So as we speak, the athletes have gone back to their camp awaiting official communication. Linda.
Well, Aaron, interesting that you bring up the team that was supposed to take off just this evening to the Moscow Games. But what's important is that we do understand that this situation is currently being attended to and it's being corrected. And always it will take time before the backlog of planes that are supposed to take off from 3 p.m. to actually be rescheduled to take off. Do you know any alternative measures that are being put by airport officials in terms of taking the planes, say, in Mombasa and in Tebe to fuel?
Well, Smart, the officials from the Kenya Airports Authority that are here, that I tried to talk to, as I said, they are very reserved with what is happening, probably fearing maybe they might cause an alarm. But as I said, I might not be knowing what measures they are taking as yet. But as I put it, probably the planes that are here will stay here. And just to make sure that the situation does not get worse than it is, probably the aeroplanes that are scheduled to land anytime from now may be directed to other airports, probably Kisumu, Mombasa, or Eldoret. But as we speak right now, no plane has left, and no plane, other planes are still landing. The situation has not reached a situation where they will say no more aeroplane landing. Smart.
All right, Aaron Ochieng, thank you very much. Aaron Ochieng, they're speaking to us from the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport here in Nairobi, where we understand that Kenya Pipeline pumping system that pumps AJ1 fuel had failed. This is the information that we're getting at the moment. Our business desk has been in touch with the Kenya Pipeline, and Kenya Pipeline says there was an airlock in the pumping system resulting to low pressure. The situation is currently being handled, and Kenya Pipeline says they have enough fuel in stock just to calm the nerves of passengers and, of course, airlines as well. What we also know at the moment is that Kenya Airways flight to Mombasa has now been called for boarding. Aaron Ochieng is keeping an eye on us, for us, on what's going on at the airport as we wait for this entire situation to be resolved.